Your life can be either hard or easy. The software guys has already assembled job electrical. Okay, everybody can see the word sample job electrical at the top, right? What we're going to do is we're going to go copy the sample job electrical. When you copy that job, it will get you 70%, I would say even 80% of the setup for a typical electrical project. Did you guys hear me? A typical electrical project. So we're going to go start with, can you guys see where it says new here? Click on new. Please follow with your friend Chad. Let's go, when it says new, go call it commercial. You guys see where it says commercial project. The bid date, let's do a bid date of what's the end of the year? 08, is it 16? I thought 16. 2014. The end of the class. Okay. And contractor name. Now, you can put this information have to be filled based on, to get full grade for me, this have to be filled based, guys, based on the information in your blueprints, the commercial blueprints. For the time being, just put something here. I'm going to say chat here so you can come and update it. You can come back at any time and change this. Then you can put the phone number, the customer name, Adam Curdy, and you guys will fill this information here, addresses and what's not. All this information is detail about your project. Customer mobile number, type of the job, multiple choices. Okay, if you look at the type of the job, can you guys see the option commercial? I click on the type of job commercial, that's an option. Okay, so if you click on any of these addresses, does yours guys have some addresses in it? Maybe yours because you have not typed yet. Does yours, when you click on any of these, does it have info that you populate? So, commercial project, contractor name, signed by. So this information, you guys have to fill this information about your own project. So for the time being, please fill the commercial project and commercial type, and this information, my expectation, or whoever is going to be your boss expectation, is that you fill this info. Cool? Makes sense? So minimum, Adam, to start, we need to go pick a commercial type of project and contractor name and customer name, and then you fill the information. And make sure the most important thing is to pick up the commercial project, the name of the project. Okay, everybody's there. If you go guys notes, click on notes. You can write yourself a note here. When you are a good estimator and running things, you can write any notes about this particular project. Inspector is really good, jerk, or anything that you need to write. So detail, give you the detail. Notes, you write yourself notes about the project. Cool? We don't want to do anything here. I'm not asking you to do things. Users, if you click on users, because not all people are 100% trustworthy when it comes to working on a project, you can, as a project, you can assign certain estimators to work on certain projects. So can you guys see you have estimator 1, estimator 2, and a bunch of others. You can assign them to work right here as a lead estimate. You guys are assigned the full privilege to work on the software. So we're not going to mess with this, but that's how you assign certain people to work on certain things. Cool? We're not going to do anything with that one. Directories, this is where the software guys will save the information about your project. The information, when you do the takeoff, the software guys save, Karen, it saves automatically. So you don't have to hit save. Every time you take something, it saves it and it puts it right into this directory. Everybody can see that? So if you want to transfer this one into the network, when you go to the network, Adam, you're going to go to jobs. See where it says jobs, user, public, document, McCormick, when, data, and you go pick that data for me so I can open it. Okay, everybody can see that? Nothing done here. So let's go back to the detail. Go back to detail. Everybody's good with detail? Yes, no? Okay, good. All right, now I'm going to go, so everybody knows what these are. I'm going to go set up. Click on set up now. I'm going to go set up this project. Set up. Okay? Everybody click on set up. I'm going to go, okay, so new, Let me just get that one. Job name is property and cannot be edited. Okay. So set up exit. Okay. Let's go. Did you guys go set up new? Click on new. Okay, set up new. Where did it? Where does it allow me to copy? Okay, text, single entry, multi-entry. Where did it go? Okay. So we set up all the stuff. Edit. We did the edit. We did the new. It's been a while. Okay. This is not a whole lot. Okay. Oops. Cancel. How about exit setup? Let's do exit setup. Click on exit setup. Close. Okay, that's why. Close. When you close, you get that one. So we did the basic information. I'll show you guys how to get back at any time. Stop there. Don't go anywhere else. When you go there, it asks you a very important question here, guys. It says, hey, would you like to paste information from previous jobs so it makes your life easier? Does that make sense? If you guys see that? So it says paste from the tab. Paste from electrical job, okay? I would like you to paste the following, please. Labels, make sure you click the labels so it brings the labels already for you so you know what the labels are. Job categories, job specific parts, no takeoff, I don't want any takeoff, save extension, extension report, um, uh, extension reports, that's what we typically do, and labels, I like the labels, label categories, job specific temporaries or templates, no takeoff, so the labels are good, labor category is good, job specific, it's nice to have some, job details, I don't care about this job, you know, it's not mine, takeoff, saved extensions, extension reports, I like the extension reports, save extension, don't care about them, bid summaries, I don't care about them. So let's take these and hit paste, shall we? See what it says, paste, paste. Are you sure you want to do that? If you do that in a real project, Adam will erase everything that you have in that project. So be very aware when you copy from another project, you could easily copy and erase every single thing that you took off. So yes, I haven't started yet, so hit OK. Paste complete. When you're done with paste complete, right? Close it, gentlemen. Now you are looking at your project. You're looking at project. Okay, everybody has this. So when we do what McCormick, right? Everybody got that one. So we paste all this information. Now let me tell you how McCormick is. McCormick is based, guys, on 5 steps. Very simple, very easy here. The first step is the job right here. Can you see that? That's what you have just finished with your friend Chad. Everybody can see that? The next one is the labels. I'll show you what the labels are. These two, we set them up. Then we do the takeoff. This is where you're going to spend most of your time, guys. Right here. Can you see that? Takeoff, most of your time. After we do the takeoff, we're going to do extension. After we do extension, we're going to do bid summary, and we're done. 5 steps. So, Karen, here's how it's going to go. You're going to spend, guys, probably 90% of your time. Can you guys? Right into the takeoff. So right, 90% of your time is going to be spent in a project is in a takeoff right here. Can you guys see that step here? Can you write to yourself 90% of my time will be allocated to this? The rest of them, 90% of your time is going to be right there in the takeoff in this project. That's the most important thing. The rest of them, guys, just click, 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 and done. Am I making sense? 5 steps. So let's go walk you guys through these 5 steps. Very easy, very straightforward. Okay, step number 1. Let's click on step number 1. Click on step number 1, guys. Step number 1, yes, hit yes. Step number 1 will open the projects for you guys. All the projects that you have in the software. Now, do you see your project that you just created? Everybody can see the project? Okay, do me a favor. Double click on the commercial project. Double click on the commercial project. So double click on your commercial project, meaning you are right now in a commercial project. Can you guys see at the top? It says you are in a commercial project right here, right? And you're admin and you're up and running. So one more time, if you go to jobs, guys, this basically will get you into pick any of these jobs and open them. Obviously, we don't want to do that. We're going to be in a commercial project. Okay, so that's step 1. Step 2, labels. Click on labels. Labels. These are the labels that you guys need for your project. Labels, step 2. So here's what I want to do for you guys for labels. The labels that come with the project is the following. base bed. Can you guys see that base bed comes with it? We have alternative 1, alternative 2, alternative 3, and also any deduction, add and deduction. In a real project, guys, you can have a base bed, $2 million, and then they say, hey, if we don't do the UPS system, we can deduct $500,000. If we do extra lightning for you, we can add. So there is addition to the bid as an alternative. There's deduction and there's addition. So you can add and deduct. For this project, guys, we're going to focus on one thing. Since the first time you've ever done it, we're going to focus, make sure this is clicked, the base bid. We're doing base bid. The one number here is number of bits. So if you put 5, Adam, you will multiply everything that you do here by what? 5. Never do that. Okay, so what these categories, guys, do is they slice your project horizontal and vertical. When you slice them this way, guys, for example, I'll show you in a second here. When you slice them this way, then it tells you how much these categories will help you find and analyze your project based on how many receptacles for every building, for every floor, for every system. Okay, so starting with the bid package, we're only doing one bid package, so make sure one is clicked. Let's go to a building. How many buildings do we have? 1. So make sure unclick the B and C. We're only doing one building and site, right? So make sure the building A and site are there. Why did we unclick the others? We only have one building, so I'm going to work on one building and the site. Cool. That's the second important things that I need to know about. The third important thing is about the floors. How many stories do I have for this building? Remember, commercial building. How many stories? 1. So unclick all the other stories. Building and service. Leave the building and the service because you can. We can put certain things under building and service. So you can slice per story, or slice per building, or slice per service. So let's leave these. Then this is building floors. Systems. I want power, I want lighting, fire alarm, security, special system floor duct, unclick floor duct, special systems. We have fire alarm, security. Let's call the special system phone data. Phone. You know what? Let's just put phone, and right underneath it, guys, make data. And what else do we have? Systems. So we have power, lighting, fire alarm, security, phone, data. If there I didn't hear that. TV. Thank you. TV. There you go. These systems, TV. Unclick it. So you can now, Adam, you're slicing based on system. So you can, the reason why with this slice, remember, guys, it's like, this is how you're going to slice your project. This is how you're going to report your project. This is how you're going to take this data so you can manage the project. Cool? All right, so that's systems, right? The last one, guys, sheets. It says sheets and units. You can sheets, what I would like you guys to start from sheet E1 all the way to E what? E10. So I want to go type them. Units is another way of doing things here. We're going to get, what I would like you guys is go start from this one. Just all what I want you to name this. Let's name this is E1 dash, what's the name of title sheet? Name it title. Yes, I would like you guys just to put, I know. For the setup, and bear with me, for the setup, I would like you guys to put all of them. So do me a favor, let's go them, E2, and please just give them symbols, and E3, feel free to type on them, E3 dash, what was E3 for you? Site? Is that E3 power? Riser. Just riser, something to remind you what is this, riser. It doesn't have to be exact name. E4 is just site, so I know it's site, and go over the or, doesn't matter. Remember, you can type over these. E5, what was E5? Lighting, thank you. Lighting, and E6 is power, is it? E6. power. Okay. Oh, there's lighting alternate. What's that would be?
5.1.
5.1. Okay, let's do E 5.1. E 5.1 lighting, lighting dash alternate. And then E6. E6 is power. And that's your setup, guys. E6 is power. E7 is what? E7 LV. You don't have to spell all of it. E8. E8. What's E8, please?
Panel schedule.
Schedules. Schedules. Is it panel? What's the other one with E9?
E9 equipment.
Oh, so we need panel then. So let's say panel. Panel schedules. And E9. E9 as mechanical and lighting, right?
Yeah.
Mechanical and lighting schedules. That's a good spelling here. Okay, and that will be E9. And what was E10? Thank you. E10 details. Okay, now some of you guys say, well, Chad, do I need details? I would like you guys to get in the habit of setting up your sheets. What you did is you just set up your sheet. You don't have to do anything with it. You don't have to go take off anything under details if there's nothing under details. You can leave it, but at least it's set up right. Right? You can remember, you can at any time, you can come and change this, delete things if it bothers you. Okay? Any comments, guys? Any questions? Did everybody finish the setup? Am I the slowest kid here? You're done. Here's your setup is done. So let's go to takeoff. That's where the most of your stuff, guys, is going to be done. Takeoff. Now here's the takeoff. Do you guys have these three windows? You have these three windows. The most important thing, guys, about the takeoff, you can readjust these windows in any shape or form you want. The way it works, and I would like you guys just to try it one time. Okay, I'm gonna want the single most important thing, Adam, is this one. Can you guys see that? When they say takeoff menu, assembly. This is so important because that's how you're gonna be doing things. So let's go look at wire. Okay, now we're at assembly, right? So wire, when you talk about wire, guys, is what you see is what you get. When you get a wire, is what you see is what you get. You're going to be looking at these cables and conduits here for your friend Chad. EMT conduits. So, so let's go. If you hit wire, Adam, you're looking at these wires. Okay. So let's just look at the wire. Wire, copper. Wire. We don't use in commercial. Do we use solid? Ooh, mistake. No solid. Fleck stranded always. And then the type of the wire that we're going to use is typically THHN, right? Double click on THHN. Okay. Did you guys see what I did? I picked a wire. The type of the wire is copper. It's always stranded and it's THHN. If I'm outside Adam, I can use anything that has W in it. Did you guys see that? Now, when you double click on it, Karen, right on this and on this window here, can you guys see that? It will show me all the size of the wires that we use, the commonly used wires. Okay, so can you guys see that? So, but you start here with the menu, and then you double click on it. The last item, make sure you double click on the last item here. It will populate this area with the wire. Okay, so let's go look at the wire, shall we? So I have number 14. Can you guys see? This is how this works, Adam. The smaller letters are title. The smaller letters stuff at the top is title. Underneath it, the capital letters are actual wire. Okay, so when you want to take, this will give you the category here. If you want number 14, you got to click on number 14 to get number 14. Okay, okay. If you want number 12, you have to click on number 12. Okay, so look at the wires that you have, you guys. You have number 12, all the way to, look at all the wires that you have. Can you guys see that? All the way to 1,000 kcm. Cool? Now look what happened. Suppose, now these are all the wires that you do. If you want, you're not going to find aluminum here. Anybody knows why we're not find aluminum? Because we're looking at copper. If you want aluminum, you click aluminum, stranded, double click here, we'll flip it into aluminum. Am I making sense? Okay, so this is how it works. Very easy. Suppose now I want to take off. See, I want to have a THHN. Here's a THHN. I have 100 feet of THHN. I want to take them. Either you wheel them or you measure them and you just want to put them in. So what size, Chad? They're number 12. Okay, make sure you click on number 12. Can you guys see where it says right here? It says that window, put 1,000. Type 1,000. Just type 1,000. Okay, and hit enter. Gentlemen, you have just entered 1,000 feet of number 12 THHN copper stranded. You're done. So if you wanted to take off THHN number 12, 1,000 feet, you're done. See how easy that is? Cool? All right, so that's how you take off. First, you find it here. Then you either type it or you will use a probes. There are two ways of doing it. First, find it. Here, click on it, type it here, hit enter, it drops it. When it drops it in the advanced audit, this means it's already taken off. You did take off. The system knows that to take it off. Karen, there's no saving in the software. So it's not going to ask you to save. It always saves. So don't have to worry about save. Okay, so what I'm going to spend some time, guys, just walking you through, and I was hoping today, before you start taking off with your own time, just maneuver yourself. You spend some good time in the menu. So let's go spend. So you need to take some wires at one time. That's how you take wire. This is, by the way, a wire. What you see is what you get. Now let's go under branch circuit. Branch. Okay, here you go. Now when you go to click on a branch, it gives you what type of branch do you need? EMT. We need the EMT drop, EMPVC, IMC, rigid, aluminum, flex, cables. Can you see all the options that I have? Gentlemen, I'm going to go use this option. So the option that you're going to do it is EMT conduit. Here's an EMT conduit with wires inside it. You're going to find when you take wires and conduits right inside it, like this. Okay? So let's go click on EMT. So you're going to spend a lot of time in EMT. Now, DS strap, strap on concrete, now that will tell. Now you get into how are you going to be strapping it? Are you going to be strapping it to a concrete? Are you going to be just a strap? So let's just go ahead, guys, and say let's do the first strap. DS, the type of the strap. They're going to take the first one. Then when you come at them here, it will tell you all the sizes of the conduit that you can pick. Okay. So let's say I want you guys to come all the way to, let's go to 12 3/4 right here. Number 12 conductor in an EMT conduit with DS strap 3/4 of an inch conduit. Double click on it. 3/4 of an inch conduit. I think these were 1/2 inch. Yeah, these are 1/2 inch. Let's go to, no, they are 3/4, so you can get 3/4. So let's take the first one. Number 12 right here. There you go. Number 12 EMT DS strap. Can you guys see that? I have 1/2 inch. Can you guys see what it defaults me, Adam, to a bunch of things? I can have 3 conductors, number 12 in 1/2 inch, or 2 conductors, or 4 conductors, or 5 conductors, or 6 conductors, or 7 conductors, or 8 conductors, gentlemen. Can you guys see that? The options that you have? Okay. So, and then if you look underneath it, here's number 10. Number 10 conductors are right underneath it. Number 10 conductors not underneath it. So what does that mean? If you're taking, remember, you're taking 3/4 of an inch, and we're going to take say 8 conductors. 8 conductors, guys, will give you the following. Let me draw 8 conductors. 8 conductors, Adam. If you take an 8 conductor, this one, here's what you get for an 8 conductor. You get 1 circuit, 2 circuit, 3 circuits, and a neutral. This is 4 conductors, and 1 circuit, 2 circuit, 3 circuit, and a neutral, and that's another 4 conductors. Oops, Another 4 conductors. You can see what you get. How many circuits you can get out of 8 conductors? How many circuits? 6 circuits. You can get 6 circuits because you need 1 conductor for a neutral, right? So why don't we make it easy? Move with 6 circuits. Here's the 6 circuit. You're looking at it, guys, right here in your hand. I have more extra wires though. 6 circuits, 8 conductors in an EMT conduit. If you need another a 7th circuit, pick another 3/4 of an inch and run it with it, okay? Or 1/2 an inch. So everybody understand? When you're taking it from the ceiling all the way to the panel, from a junction box to the panel, you can group up to, based on this, 6 circuits. 8 conductors, 6 circuits. What happened to the ground, Karen? The ground, we're pulling the ground through AMT conduit. So 6 circuits, shall we? That will be how many circuits? 6 circuits. And by the way, these 6 circuits, now if I want only 2 circuits, if I want 1 circuit, here's 1 circuit, 2 number 12 and 1/2 an inch. If I need 2 circuits with a common neutral, here's another one, here's a third one. But the most common one that for the feeders, guys, for the feeders, you're going to be using is 6 circuits. So you group as 6 circuits. Cool? Okay, so let's go, Adam, and so we know that these are 6 circuits. Let me go erase that one. 6 circuit, that will give me 6 circuit. So I'm going to go, click on, please click on the 8 right here. I'm going to go now, okay, now how many feet of these 6 circuits in a 3/4 of an inch do I need, gentlemen? Say 100 feet. You wheel it. When you guys draw, you wheel it. Let's wheel 100, shall we? Put 100 and hit enter. Adam, you have just entered a 100 feet of an assembly of 8 conductors in a 3/4 of an inch with all the couplings and all the connectors and all the straps that you need. Am I making sense? Not? Does it make sense? If you guys expand this and look here, if you click on it, it will tell you, oh, this is the wire. If you click on the one, the top, the above one, if you expand it, look at it, look what comes with it. With the, oops, if you expand it, look what happened. You have, when you take it as a foot, you're taking 3/4 of an inch and you're taking 3/4 of an inch couplings and connector and 1 whole strap steel and 10 by 1.5 combo, blah, 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 1 flash steel washer. You get all the assembly that need to tie a conduit to it, to tie it to a box. Am I making sense? So the and at the top, you're taking number 12 THH and cover stranded. That's how much quantity you're taking, number 12 THH and stranded. That will take into consideration, guys, splices and what's not. So all what you have to do is take how many feet of this you want. Click enter, done. Now, Derek, you don't have to worry about straps, connectors, what are all in the assembly. Okay, so here's how you take, guys, a home run with wires like these all the way down to the panel. Okay, now I know you're not electricians, and it will take you a few. If in doubt, how do you put the system together? Let me know, because you're coming like a tail. You have square boxes in a commercial building. Most of the time, what we do is we move with square boxes, deep square box. That's the best way to do it. You go deep, 11B square box. You put it in the ceiling, and you bring the conduit to it, and then you can pull as many conductors in any direction as you want. So don't limit yourself with smaller boxes where you have fill issues and what's not. You have a deep 11B box, put it in the ceiling, bring to it 3/4 of an inch with 6 circuits like we did, and you still have plenty of room for other circuits too. Remember, a 3/4 of an inch conduit, guys, can carry 16 conductor. If you load it with 8, you still have how much extra for future use? Still have another 8 for future use. But you don't want to load it 16 because you have voltage drop. You have derating factors. You have to derate that. You start derating, right? So 8, perfect. Okay, so that's what we did. So now let's go Now, so we took that, all your conduits, Adam, are going to be taken at the same time. Now, what happens if I have I need a number 10 conductor? Can you guys see number 10 conductor? Double click on this, and that will get you an EMT conduit with number 10 conductor. Number 8 conductor, number 6 conductor, EMT conduit. So now here, if I have a feeder, if I have a branch circuit, guys, 4 conductors, number 6, with half an inch EMT conduit, it's already there. So, Karen, make your life easier. Your feeder, try to match your feeders with what we have, guys. So if you have a conductor similar, close to number 8 or number 6, use number 8 or number 6 and pull it as that conductor. In order to drop, so if I want to go drop 3 conductors, let's take this like an air handling unit. Say I have 3 conductors, number 6 in 3/4 of an inch. I have 50 feet of these. Type 50, hit enter. Gentlemen, you have just entered 50 feet of a number 6 conductor, 3 conductor in 3/4 of an inch. That will go to a rooftop unit, right? Or a chiller or whatever, a smaller one. So that's your conductors. That's your conductors. Now, with the branch circuit, guys, you're going to be using some of these, and feel free to experiment with PVC. Here's PVC schedule 80. Let me just show you. If I want a PVC, a branch circuit with PVC schedule 80, here's PVC. Okay, Chad, we're going to use PVC with parts. Yep. And I'm going to use 3/4 of an inch. Yep. And here's that PVC. It doesn't actually doesn't have conductors in it. It's just PVC. Can you guys see that? Doesn't have any conductors. Schedule, yeah, 40 or 80. Here's 80. Parts, half an inch, 3/4 of an inch. Here's the 3/4 of an inch PVC. Doesn't have conductors. It's just conduit. The 2 ones they're going to be using as EMT, 3/4 of an inch, number 8. Okay. The next thing I would like you guys to go is MC cable. Let's go to cables. Can you guys see where cables are? Cables are. Here's my cable. Cable, BX cable, that's AC cable. Can you guys see where it says MC cable? Let me see what we have here. MC cable with 20 foot of, what's with the MC cable here? Let's take MC whips. Here's MC whip if you want an MC web. Here's your MC cable with 20 feet AV, some terminal. Let's take that one. Click on MC cable. That MC cable. I have 14.2, 14.3, and 14.4, Adam. Most likely, guys, you're going to be moving with 14.4, exactly like this one, 14.4. Why 14.4? 14.4 will give you 3 circuits and a neutral. So as you move from here to here to here, you can pull 4 circuits out of the same conductor. What does that do to you? It saves you a lot of money and time. 3 circuits, right? 4 conductors, 3 circuits. So let's go. I don't like to use 14, but we don't use 14, right? We use 12. So I'm going to go all the way to 12.4. Everybody can see 12.4 here? 12.4. And I'm going to go take 100 feet of this. Type 100 and hit enter. Did you guys enter 100 feet of 12.4 MC cable? Click on this and see what's in it. Expand it. Click on it. And again, so we have a 4-wire MC connector comes with it. Look what comes with it, guys. It comes a 14.4 MC cable. The cable itself, it comes with a connector and a stackable cable strap and a strap with it. So the connector and the strap and the cable, a 1 foot of a cable, basically 1 foot and 0.05 Adam. This is just for termination, tiny little bit at the end. They give it to you. So they give you a strap and a connector for this cable. Am I making sense? So when you say I took 100 feet of it, so what you do, Adam, is you go wheel that sucker here with the wheel, go from one to another, to a third, to the fourth, either the wheel will register or you measure them, click on, and you got yourself MC cable. Can I get you, please, to understand? Here's the tool that you're going to spend most of your time taking off, guys. You're going to be looking at 12.4 MC, and 3/4 of an inch EMT conduit. Doesn't mean you can't use 1/2 an inch if you have a use for it, but try to move when you design your system, guys, in a building. Try to move with 3/4 of an inch and MC 12/4. That's the most economical way of doing it. Okay, so these are the conduit. Click exit out of there. So here's your branch circuits. So any question, guys, about the branch circuits? Any question about the branch circuits? So here's my branch circuit cables. Now, if you're going underground, Adam, and you need a conduit to bring the service, PVC Schedule 80, click on PVC Schedule 80, gentlemen. It only goes up to 1 inch, though. I'll show you where to find the other ones. 1 1/4. If you look at underneath them, 1.5. Can you guys see it goes right here? If you click, can you guys see it clicks 1.5. 2 PVC Schedule 80 2-inch, 2.5. Can you guys 3 up to 3, 4 inches PVC, 5 inches PVC. Everybody can see that? 5-inch PVC. So if I have a 4-inch PVC bringing my service right in here, I can hit how many feet do I want for this, but the only thing that you're taking now is just the PVC, no wire. You're not taking anything, you're just taking PVC though, no wire in there. Do you see any wire in there? It's only PVC. Then you have to have the couplings and the connectors and what's not. There's a better place to find it. Okay. For your branch circuits, Karen, you need to take branch circuits, like I said, guys, the 8 conductors, number 12 and 3/4 of an inch. That's default, and the MC 14.2, 12.4. Let's go right underneath it, guys. Click onto feeder. Click on feeders. Can you guys see where feeders? What's the difference between feeders and branch circuits? Adam, the difference between feeders and branch circuits, it gives you a bigger conductor in different conduit, larger conductors. So let's go check, guys, EMT. Look, EMT feeder. Okay, look at this. If I need to go pull 300 kcm, can you guys click on 300 kcm? Now I'm looking right here. I have a feeder. That feeder can go up to 3 conductors, 300 kcm. Can I get you guys to understand the difference between feeders and branch circuit? They're all identical. The only difference, Karen, is bigger, larger conductors. That's all. So if I have 3 conductors, number 300 kcm, it's already sized to fit in 2.5-inch EMT conduit with a strap. Here you go. If I need, so let's just say I need 50 feet of this. 50, enter. You got your 50 feet of this feeder. Isn't that cool? 50 feet of this feeder. Now, PVC Schedule 80. I'm not sure if they have conduits. PVC Schedule 80. Let's just go to 5 PVC. Click on 5 PVC. PVC, guys, it doesn't look like they have conductors. So when you take a PVC, what you need to do? You take the conduit first, and then we'll go to the wire, and we take the wire second. If the conduit Dirk does not have conductor in it, don't sweat it too hard. It's not an assembly. What you can do is then you take the conduit, say 100 feet of this, and then go to conductors, which is on the wire, and take 100 feet. Or so if you need 4 conductors, 4 at each, take 100 feet of the 4 conductors. If you need 100 feet of each one of them 4, just multiply by 4, that'll be 400, and put them as an item. Put them as an item. So don't split it too hard if it doesn't have wire in it. Okay, so that's, we have intermediate, guys, rigid, all this good stuff are right here. There's straps and parts, and I don't claim to know all of this, guys. The challenge would be is to know the difference between them. I'll give you the most common ones, and in the field you have to know, a little bit about the material. But for the time being, know how to use the software, obviously. Okay, any comments, guys, about feeders? So between branch circuits, Adam, and feeders, you're good to go. Between branch circuits and feeders, that's what you're going to spend a lot of time. Let's go and look at, so we got that one. Now let's go look at hangers and racks, straps, and what's not. And You know, if you want to put racks for them and strut rack and all this good stuff. I don't push this one on you guys since you still don't know the construction. Grounding. Click on grounding. Grounding, guys, double click on copper ground rod with clamps. Click on that one. Can you guys see? Here's the ground rods there that you can put. So if I need half an inch or 5/8 or 3/4, so click on 3/4, shall we? Copper 3/4, and do me a favor, put one of them and hit enter. You have just entered one 1/3 of an inch, 8-foot ground rod copper with a clamp. Okay. All right, so let's look at the grounding above it. If you click on the grounding above it, guys, here's that will be grounding half an inch galvanized ground rod with a connector. So typically use the bottom one. So both of them give you ground. Okay. Any question about ground? You know where to find ground. Let's go to devices. Click on devices. This is important. Devices. What is a device? Gentlemen, a device is what you're looking at right here. Here's my devices. Here's my devices that are going to be installed. Can you guys see that? Here's your devices. Okay, so for devices, there are a major decision you have to make here. There's either standard, the cheap product, or spec. Spec more expensive. You're going to go spec. There's also computer, industrial, motor, boxes, Atom, all the boxes that you can do. Power poles, wire mold, underground carpets, all this stuff. So I'm going to go ahead and start with devices spec, shall we? And I'm going to go to receptacle. There's switches and receptacle. Let's go start with receptacle. And always, guys, use 20 amp receptacles. Double click on them. Gentlemen, you are looking at, receptacle? Okay, yeah, duplex receptacle. Here's what you're looking at right here. Can you guys see that? That's what you're looking at. So when you click on duplex 20 amp 3-wire SS, stainless steel, I believe, that's one duplex receptacle right here. Can you guys see that? That's what you're looking at right here. Okay? Do me a favor, click on it. Did you guys find it? 20 amp. Did you double click here? Are you under devices, spec, receptacle spec, duplex? You did?
You go to Recept 20 amp SS. There's one when you click on the first one, it's duplex 20 amp.
You don't have it?
Take the fourth one down.
It should. Yeah. If you double click on it. So now, if you want to take these guys, the way the system works, here's a cover, here's a receptacle, and here's the mold. Not mold, the box and the connector that comes with it, guys, all in one. You're taking them as one. Got that one. Okay, so now Adam, suppose that I need 10 of them, so put 10 and hit enter. You're done. Here's 10 of them. 10. Just by typing 10 and hit enter, you're in. Now, suppose I need this, guys. Where did they go here? My connection. Okay, now suppose I need this combo, double duplex. So you can see how you're building your system as you go. So here's your box, guys. You can have one receptacle in it. The same box, you can put two receptacles in it. Can you guys see that? I don't have the combo. Here's one receptacle here, and imagine the cover here. You're looking at, if you have a situation like this, which we have a lot in the commercial project. Do you guys remember that? There were a bunch of them. Can you guys see where double duplex here? Double duplex. Click on double duplex, shall we? Click on double duplex. And hit 10. I have 10 double duplex. Everybody understand what 10 double duplex is? I have right here. Right in here. Here's your two. Double duplex receptacle. Okay? Then right underneath it, we have duplex GFCI, hospital, IG, and isolated ground, surge and core, duplex core. I can't remember what this is. So most of what you're going to be doing, guys, is either duplex GFCI or duplex or double duplex or duplex non-GFCI. Isolated ground, there's a couple of isolated ground guys in the commercial building that we're using, but they're using it in the furniture though. Any comments about devices? See how easy that devices is? Piece of cake. Let's go to switches, gentlemen. Right above it, click on switches, Adam. Switches. You have 15 amp switches or you have 20 amp switches. In a commercial project, we don't use 15 amp switches, right? We use 20 amp switches. Click on 20 amp switches. Okay, here's switches. Now the switches, gentlemen, look at that combo. Here's the same device, guys. Here's that. So you can have one switch. Here's my switch. Where's my cover here for one switch? Here's a switch like this, guys, and here's a cover. Here's one single switch. That's what you're looking at, right? Now, if you want two switches, same different modes you can have here. Here's two switches, and you build your assembly, and you're done. Where's that one? I don't have two. Oh, here, I have that one. So, Karen, you're looking at a box like this, a square box, a mud ring. That's what I was looking for, a word mud ring. Good grief. Mud ring, and two switches, and a cover, all in one. So Adam, do me a favor. Let's go take two switches right here in the same box and go take 10 of them. Enter. You have just taken two switches with the box, with the cover, with a bunch of, if you guys click on the switches here, expand it, and you will see what's in it. So if you come here, you can see it looks like the two SS switch plates, two gang switch plates with it. 4 square box, 1.5 inches deep. Can you guys see that? That comes with it. And 4 square mud ring, 4 square, 2 gang mud ring. Gentlemen, you're looking at it right here. So this is what you're looking at, the assembly, right? Here's the switches, here's the cover, here's the box that you did, right? Here's the mud ring, the 2 of them. And what else at the end? Way at the end, box supports a clip on. So there's box support clip on. I believe this is what they take, guys, right here, so you can support the box. This is your clip box on. And then the last one is a single pole toggle switch 20 amps, all in one. Even that piece, guys, the support clip on is right here with you. Now, how dumb proof is that? See how easy that is? Piece of cake. Cool. Okay, close that one. And so now, my friends, I would hope now you guys can know how to take a switch and a receptacle. I do not want to see non-spec. You have to take spec receptacles, spec switches, 20 amps each. Am I making sense, Derek? Makes sense? Okay. Now, boxes. Now, if you need a junction box, there's a junction box. Here's a box. Now remember, just a junction box. Click on boxes. I need a 4x deep box. Go to a box, 4 square box, deep box. You need it surface mounted with a blank surface, with a blank surface with a blank J box receptacle. So let's say I need this one. This is just a J box, a square box, deep with a blank cover, I believe, surface mounted. So this is just for the boxes right there to mount them. Take 10 of them, shall we? And enter. Here's your 10. Like everything else in life, guys, in computer, garbage in, garbage out. You could take the right one or the wrong one. So which one is going to take the right one? Ask me. I'll help you the best of my ability. Identifying the boxes and what's not. You have to know the material a little bit. So as you move on with estimating, you'll be better at understanding the material. But for the most part, they're moving. What I show you here, guys, is exact 90% of what happens in the commercial projects is right here. Now there's a little bit of details. We'll spare you. Okay, these are my boxes. Mold. Do you guys remember the mold that we have? Here's mold, wire mold. I have WM4 raceway mold and what's not. We're not using mold in this project. We use it in the industrial project. So these are motor. If you click on motor switches. Here's motor switch. Can you guys see that? I have a motor switch, 1 horsepower, 2 horsepower, multiple. So when you have a motor switches, you're going to come into this area. Does that make sense, gentlemen, ladies, for the motors? Telephone, Adam. You click on your telephone. Here's your telephone. Click on telephone. Here's your TV outlet surface. TV outlet, TV wall, 3/4 of an inch, TV floor box. So do me a favor. When you do these, look at the options that you have and pick the one that you know or you think it is. If it's in doubt, ask your friend Chad, and I'll help you with whatever I can for a telephone. Equipment. Let's go to equipment. Few equipment, guys. Main distribution panel. Adam, click on main distribution panel. Welcome to the panels. Here's 200 amp, 400 amp, all the way to 6,000 amp panels. Can you guys see that? All your panels are right in here under equipment. Meters. Click on meters, guys. Okay. Do you need 125 amp meter or the one that we're going to use is 400 amp stack meter. Here's your 400 amp blah 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 meter stack meter. Transformers. Here's my transformer. Okay, what type of transformer? Do you need a dry type transformer? Good enough for me. Click on that one. Here's your single phase, three phase. Typically three phase. Click on three phase, will you? You need at least three phase, yeah. So here's your transformer, three phase, dry floor mounted, I believe. And here's all the sizes for three phase transformers that you need. We're not using transformers, guys, in the commercial project, but the industrial we will. So do me a favor. What I'm hoping, guys, yeah, you can do today and tomorrow is familiarize yourself with the equipment that we have here first. So click on here's MCC2, here's generator, here's gutters, here's switches and breakers, right? Can you guys see that? Load centers, we don't use that one in the commercial. Panel boards, single phase and three phase, UPS, starters and contactors, and what's that? Connectors, motor connectors, and what's not. Gentlemen, there are thousands and thousands of components in this software. Look at the stuff that you need to take off. Try to find it there. Ask me, and believe me, you might ask me, and I'll have to dig like you do. I get familiar with the software, where to find it in that software. And guess what? If we took off the wrong one, not a big deal. A good estimator take you 5 years to be a good estimator. Remember, that's where we're going to spend some time understanding it. A lot of good estimators like you, Derek, my friend, and Matt, and Adam, and Karen, they will go into the field and they will say, show me that sucker that Chad was talking about, motor connector, MTR, H/U, blah, blah, blah. What is that? Show me one. You know what I mean? So you get familiar with the name of the equipment. There is a help menu on this. If you guys type help at the top, it identifies what these are, but it's still, if you're not familiar with them, it still doesn't mean nothing if you haven't installed them. Over time, guys, the hardest thing about estimating is not using the software, is understanding the material and building the system. You know what I mean? That's because comes with experience. You do not need to be an electrician to use the software at all. You do not need to be an electrician. The more you know how to wire, the better estimator you would be, but you don't need to be an electrician. Okay, industrial. When we go to the industrial, there's a bunch of things here about industrial, so check that one. Conduit, transmission distribution, you're not going to be using this, guys, for high voltage. HVAC equipment, heating, cooling, ventilation, special systems, security. Remember that security system, guys? Here's your security, Adam. Security card, survey, parking, and all this good stuff. Voice data. Here's your voice data. Cable, outlets, you name it, for your voice and data. Site, highway, thank you. Fixtures. Here's electrical fixtures, lighting fixtures. So pick these fixtures. Fluorescent, Adam. Here's my fluorescent lay-in fixture, right? The one above your head. 2x4. Here's my 2x4. And I need how many of them, Chad, you need? 3 lamps? Yeah, 3 lamps is good enough for me. I need 5 of them. If I hit 5, hit enter. Done. Cool? And I know we're going to be taking these fixture, guys, as an estimator. Residential, don't worry about this one. We don't. We already finished. I could have made you guys use this software, save you some hassle. Not a biggie. Okay, so that's basically what you're gonna the menu. Can I have thumbs up, Chad? We know how to find things in the menu. Adam, do you know how to find it? Okay. I can't emphasize, Karen, that the menu is going to have something called assembly. Oops. Can you guys see the word assembly here? No, it doesn't want to make me to write. Okay, here we go. Can you guys see the assembly here? Allow me to write, will you? Assembly. What I'm going to say right now is very important. you always make sure that you have assembly here when you're taking off. If you couldn't find what you're looking for under assembly. Am I making sense, Karen? First, make sure you have an assembly here. If you could not find what you're looking for before you start yelling and throwing things at Chad, if you couldn't find it under assembly, do me one little click. Change it into item. The difference between assembly and item is what you see is what you get, guys. A receptacle is just a receptacle, right? So let me go change this. Now we're taking item assemblies. So let's go. Can you guys see, click on this little button. You see that little button here which says assembly? Everybody can see that? Click on it. And it should be, now right next to it. Click on this item here. Gentlemen, you have just changed this menu in items. This is so important, guys. The most mistake that people do is clicking between assembly and item. Assembly, here's assembly, item. Assembly, they look alike. Item, assembly, and item. What's the difference? When you take a receptacle as an assembly, it takes the box, the cover, everything with it. If you take it as an item, what you see is what you get. So I'm going to go take one item for you. So go click on item. It says item here. Let's go to the devices. Again, it looks the same, Adam. It looks exactly the same. Take a device, spec 20 amp, and commercial grade 20 amp receptacle. Can you guys see that? Here's my receptacle. And take 20 of them. And hit enter. And if you click here, guys, click. It doesn't have an assembly with it. Can you guys see that? It just duplex 5-20R commercial project. 520R. That's a receptacle. Duplex receptacle commercial. That's it. You have just taken this. No box, no mud ring, no cover, no straps, no connectors, whatever. So can I get you guys to understand this one from the get-go? The same thing for McCormick, to Accubit. When you take off, make sure you're in assembly first, because assembly makes your life what? Easier. Start with assembly. If you couldn't find assembly, gentlemen, you go to items. So let's go to conduits, guys. Click on conduits. Look at conduits. EMT conduit. Click on EMT conduit, EMT conduit. Look at all the conduits of EMT that you can have, all the way to 4 inches. What you see is what you get, just conduits. No connectors, nothing. So click on this and put yourself 10 feet of 4-inch EMT conduit, hit enter. You have just entered 10 feet of EMT conduit. No assembly, no couplings, no connectors, nothing. And Adam, how do you know that you're an assembly or item? Can you guys see right next to it at the bottom? If you see the I, this is an indication that what you have taken, Karen, is an item. If you see an A, that's an indication what you have taken is an assembly. Did you guys see me? So if you don't know what the heck is, this is an item or assembly. I next to it, item. A next to it, assembly. So when you take something, I can easily look. When I look at it, if I see I, you took it as an item, did you count for everything else? So make sure you have assemblies there as much as you can, because you don't have to, then you don't have to go look at every single item. Derek, am I making sense? Matt? Adam? Since? Karen? Okay. So I'm going to stop right here, guys. I'm going to show you how to delete things so you know how to delete. So what I'm expecting you guys to do to finalize the residential project today, and please start just maneuver today. Maneuver yourself through the software, play with it, look at it. So if you made a mistake, what happened if you made a mistake, Chad? I made a mistake, right? So look what happened. All what you have to do is just click here. I want to delete this. I made a mistake. Click here, see? And hit the word delete. Done. So I made a mistake with this. Click and hold the shift button and pick the last button. So now I selected all these at the bottom, Karen. I made a mistake with them. I don't want them. So what do you do? Delete. And done. Okay? I forgot to tell you probably one of the single most important thing. So that's how you do the takeoff. But when we were taking off, can you guys see the labels at the top? Everything that I have taken off, Adam, they were under bid A, bed, building A, floor, power, and sheet 1, which is completely mistake. So tell me what power. What sheet is power? Okay, so when you start doing, before you start taking off, this is what you need to do. I forgot to tell you that. Click on, let's say we're going to take up power, guys. So E6, go here and flip to E6. Do you see that everything here disappears? Did you guys see that everything at the bottom disappears? Because we have not taken anything under E6. Okay, so, okay, power, floor 1, yep, floor 1, not floor 2, building A, yep. So now I want to go take this conduit under like 100 feet of this under power. Click in. Gentlemen, here's all your conduits under this particular label. You have to sit yourself on the right label, the right panel, the right E, the right power. So when you're doing lighting, Adam, you're going to click here into what? Look at this, lighting. And I'm going to see, this is lighting. Now I'm going to go click, what was lighting? E5. Now I have E5, lighting, first floor, because I don't have any other floor, and building, done. If you have building A and B, you can flip between A and B, which that will help you guys collect this information, and I know it's Monday, collect this info and dissipate it to the project manager, Derek, to manage the project. If you don't set them right, like that's why we set the tabs from the get-go. When you take off, the step number 1 for taking off, guys, is putting these things. Now, how do you use this junk stuff? I know Adam is playing and said, Chad, you haven't talked about this junk yet. Okay? Let me talk about it and then I'll let you guys go. Can you guys see L probe? Click on L probe, will you? Right here. Click on L probe. Now it will open, gentlemen, a window like this for you. Okay? It will open a window like this for you. Okay, can you guys, let's go, put yourself in assembly, please. Put yourself in an assembly and go to branch circuit, EMT, and let's go 1214 right here. And let's go, I want to take these, right? 8 conductors, number 12, 3/4 of an inch, right? Cool? Using the probe. I can type the information at them easily. This will get you the distance, the wheel. This will get you the count. So the first thing, what's the scale on it? Can you get me the scale? Is it 1/4 or 1/8? The scale on it's E. This is power. This do power. Put your 7 power here, shall we? Where's my power, Chad? Here. Can you guys put your labels E6, Karen power, under power. Make sure the system is power, and floor 1. Okay. What's the scale?
I did 1/8.
1/8? No, it should be there, right there, right in the corner. 1/8? Okay. So the first thing you need to do, Derek, is set the scale right. Can you guys see here? Click, please. Everybody can see that. Here's my scale. Can you guys see it? Set your scale. Okay, when you set your scale, start wheeling. Now, when you start wheeling it, can you guys see it's moving? Start wheeling it, putting it on the circuit, the branch circuit that you need to measure, and wheel it. You should be able to measure it. Can you guys, is it measuring for you, Adam? Measuring? Okay. When you're done, that's measuring. When you're done, so can you guys out probe? So, okay, so we have to hit enter, no, transfer. One of them should be, okay, transfer. Here you go. So when you're done, so I have 28 feet. Click on length, Derek. After you get something, click on that calculator next to length. It will ask you, do you want to add to it? After you measure it, guys, do you want to add something to it? Do you want to modify it? Drop 10 feet down, up. Can you guys see that? Because you might have to modify this circuit to go up. So you can, I don't know, you can add plus, say plus 10. I'm going to add 10 because I'm going up 10 feet. When you're done, hit transfer length. Gentlemen, I have just transferred, did I? I should have transferred this length. 4-inch EMT, no, why did it go? Transfer it. Transfer length, I thought I did. Hit clear transfer length. Why doesn't it come here? I thought I did. Length probe. Here you go. You have to hit length probe, guys. When you transfer, you have to hit LP again. Can you guys see it brings it down? After you add to it, transfer length, it puts the addition to you here, and hit L probe, and it will drop it. I dropped it twice here. Okay, now let me go do count. Did you guys see how you do it? Derek, does it make sense? Karen? Yes, no? Shall we do the count? Look at the count. If you guys go count, open that highlighter and start counting the stuff that you want. Can you guys see my count by clicking? My counting is carrying. Can you guys see that? 15, 16, 17, 18. You mark them with the highlighter, Adam. When you're done, well, what am I going to take though? I don't want to take, I'm going to go devices. Oops. Where's devices? Click on devices, spec, 20 amp receptacles. That's what I'm going to take. I'm going to take this guy. I'm going to take 20 of this. 20 of this. Look what happened. 20 of them. And then hit C probe. Gentlemen, it will take the 20 that you took here, assign it to that, and drop it down. Done. That's how you use the probe. Made a mistake? No problem. What do you do when you make a mistake? Hit, click on it, delete. Make a mistake, click on it, delete. Now, how easy that is. So to summarize, my friend, you lost your, say, click, get rid of the probe. If you, to bring the probe at any time, Karen, you don't have to take off with the probe. You can always blink the probe by clicking on any of these. Can you guys see that? You can always click the probe by any of these. If you have a transfer and you want to clean it, always you can clear by clicking on it here. So, Derek, suppose I have, I have 10 here. I want to clear it. You click clear and then transfer length, and it will put 0 here. If you made a mistake while you were doing it. So here, Adam, I'm making measurement. Okay, I made a mistake. I want to go clear it. Click here. I want to delete this. Click delete. It deletes it. Transfer it. It takes you back to 0. Start over. Ladies and gentlemen, any comments about using the probes or using the counter? This is your takeoff. You guys can spend 90% of your time putzing around with this. Don't start taking off unless you need to draw the circuit. How are you going to circuit these guys for me? There is a lot of circuits. You're going to group the circuits, group them together in the ceiling with junction boxes. My expectation is to see a junction box in the ceiling. How are you going to put your junction boxes, and how are you going to group them together? How are you going to group them together? So, any comments, guys? Any questions about that one? Comments, questions? What I'm hoping today, guys, is that you go play with the Adam, and you're not going to screw up anything. You know, you already set it up. Take things, delete them, do whatever you need to do. But when you take off, when you do the actual takeoff, guys, you have to group the circuits. Count how many circuits you have. Draw the conduits. Remember, the conduits are going all the way to the panel. So you're going to draw 3/4 inch conduit from the panel to location right into these offices right there. Pick how many circuits. Up to 8 circuits, you can pick them 3/4 inch. In the walls, move through the cable. When you take them up in the ceiling, move them through a conduit. You move them through the conduit. So every time you cross from one side of the wall to another through a door, you have to go up. Well, let's make this is a 12-foot ceiling. Let's go up. When you go up, guys, go 12, and when you go down, go to a receptacle, go 12. How about if we can go 12? That will include some slack and what's not. So actually, we're going to go drop down. Why don't you go 10? 10 will give you 1 foot. Yeah, go up and down 10. When you go up and down, go 10 for the cables. So that's basically what the software is. What I didn't show you guys is the extension here and the bid summary. Don't worry about this, what's coming. But now what you can spend, and the rest of them, like I said, 90% of your time is going to be in here. What happened, Adam, if you lose one of these? Look at this. I lost these windows. What would you do? You lost these windows. The easiest way, guys, click on labels and go click again and take off. It will bring the layout for you. If you accidentally cross one of these, the easiest way is just go click on one step ahead or behind and bring it back. So what I showed you guys is a takeoff. If you look at the filter that they're using here, you can filter by all labels. Here's all my takeoff. If I click on all my takeoff, everything that I've taken off so far is here. If I click filter by label, all current labels, it will show you only what you took off under this label. So if you made a mistake, you took up something under the wrong label, which you do, we can always transfer it from one label to another. So don't worry. Ask me, I'll show you how to transfer it from one label to another. Okay. No saving. You don't need to save. So the system is saved. So what I'm hoping, guys, today at least is you can use your time, Aram and Dirk, and familiarize yourself with the material. The material, guys. Look at the material, play with it, drop a couple of things, and then tomorrow, what I'm going to do a blueprint here, put a blueprint and show you how to lay out your conduits. Remember, we're moving with 6 circuits in a conduit. We're going to group the circuits, put boxes in the ceiling, and take MC cable to the ceiling and pull them all the way to the panel. So I guess you can take the MC cable. If you're in the walls, you can move with MC cable in the walls. We're using a metal stud, so you can, for all these rooms, you can see. As you move through, Derek, look how many circuits you have in that room. Because you have to remember you're using either 12-2, 12-3, or 12-4 conductor. So you need to make sure if you have one circuit, try to group them. Put it this way. Try to group them. So as you move through these conductors. Any comments, guys? Any questions? Derek, is this enough to get you up and running? You know, I think McCormick is easier to learn than Accubid, but Accubid, a lot of industry like it. It's more details, guys, which becomes more cumbersome too. You can adjust a lot of stuff. For you as a beginner, I think going through Accubid personally, because straightforward 5 steps, I walked you guys 3 steps. 4 and 5 literally is 10% of the work, nothing in it. You just want to put the overhead, done the labor, and the junk and all the stuff. So really, step number 3 is 90% of your time right here. Any comments, guys? Questions? Cool. Why don't you finalize your residential project? If you want to start, I can walk you to start and labeling. To keep the key with you, Aram, and work with the key, get the material, you know, look at the menu, get familiar with it, and then we'll hit it tomorrow with the start. I mean, and if you want to start taking off, a power or something, you can. But I need to, anything in the wall, MC cable, no problem. Just pick up the right cable. In the ceiling, when you go to the ceiling, we just want to group them how many circuits. That's all. So up to 6 circuits, right? We 6 circuits, 8 conductors. Thank you, guys.